Hey, joining me now to talk more about this is family law attorney Jeffery Leving. Good to see you as always, Jeffery. He represents the father of Elian Gonzalez, of course, the Cuban boy who was at the center of the international immigration custody battle many years ago. Jeffery, this case over in your neck of the woods there in the Chicago area is the COVID-19 thing aside, the judge says nonsense. We can find a vaccine without Dr. Latham running free. What he's accused of is pretty gruesome stuff. 70 times. How much do you think just the nature of this crime is going to hurt him at trial?
Well, I personally believe there's not sufficient evidence for a conviction, even with the video that was allowed in evidence. There was a motion to suppress evidence that the court denied. I think the judge was wrong in denying the motion to suppress, because the video should be protected by the attorney-client privilege. But the judge decided that the attorney-client privilege didn't extend to an alleged referral lawyer. Disagree with that, and it may be appealed. Even if the video gets into evidence, from what I was told, the video does not have any information where Latham has admitted to intentionally committing a murder. The word mistake is used. A mistake is not sufficient for a conviction for first-degree murder. Additionally, the co-defendant, Warren, has agreed to testify against Latham for a sweet deal, where instead of possibly getting life in prison, he could end up with 22 and a half years because he's getting a 45-year sentence. And if he ends up back in England, he could end up doing only half of it. So I question the motive of any witness who is given a light sentence to testify against another defendant, because there's a motive there, a motive to lie. I'm not saying anybody's lying, but there's a motive there for the sweet deal. But the real issue here is Latham is maybe a genius. He's brilliant. And if he could contribute to finding a vaccine or cure for the coronavirus and saving hundreds of thousands of lives worldwide, why not let him out and let him do that and monitor him while he's out?
Because he's accused of stabbing his boyfriend 70 times, along with his other 70 times. What kind of a mistake was it? Oh, we thought he could handle 68, and we accidentally do 2. Come on!
He's not convicted of a crime. He's never been convicted of any crime.
But he's accused of it.
This is his first. So what? In this country, being accused of a crime doesn't mean you're guilty of it. For all you know, this could have been a sex act that went wrong.
But why would we let him out? It could have been a
sex act that went wrong.
Why not wait to go to trial, figure it out if he's guilty or not, then we can let him out or not? Why put society at risk, putting someone who's basically accused of being a Hannibal Lecter-y kind of freak out on the streets? Because there's plenty of scientists that are doing a heck of a good job coming up with a vaccine for COVID-19. I don't think Dr. Latham is needed.
Yeah, there are plenty of them hopefully doing a good job, but there's no vaccine, no cure, and this man is a genius. He's a scientist. He's brilliant. He could be released on bond. There are many people charged with murder, with various crimes, that are out on bond. He's charged with a crime. Why isn't he out on bond? He could have an electronic monitoring device on his ankle, so if he leaves his home, he could be arrested like that. If necessary, give him a 24-hour guard 7 days a week so he could work and try and find a cure for this virus. Okay. Hundreds of thousands of lives could possibly be saved if this guy gets out on bond.
Good passionate argument. I love it. Jeffery Leving, always a treat to discuss any subject with you. Appreciate you joining us this evening. A bond hearing is scheduled it was scheduled for today, but it was continued. No date has been set. A trial date also still to be determined.